What's going on, you guys? Zaid here on ZSPN, and I want to give you all my final predictions as it concerns the 2017 free agency, and I want to give you all my top free agents destinations that's on the free agency market. And I also want to give you all my Lakers choices for free agency if they don't want to unload in the 2017 free agency and save all that money for 2018 for possibly bringing in Paul George, maybe LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook could be a third choice for the Los Angeles Lakers. As of right now, guys, I want to rule out some potential top free agents. That's going to be like an obvious choice that they're going to re-sign with their current team. As of right now, Kevin Durant, he's going to re-sign with the Warriors. He even mentioned it. He reported it. He even told the reporters that he's going to wait on. I don't know why he needs to wait on. He can just re-sign right now. But obviously, he wants to make it a big deal. So Kevin Durant's going to be a Warrior, re-sign with the Warriors. Steph Curry, obviously, he's going to re-sign with the Warriors. Unless he wants to go back home to Charlotte and play for the Hornets, where his father played. I mean, he wants probably maybe bring in bring in the championship for the Hornets. We never know, but 99.9% he's going to re-sign with the Warriors. And Dirk Nowitzki, he's going to go back to Dallas. So I think he's Dallas for life. So I don't see him really going anywhere else. But as of right now, guys, Gordon Hayward, he can probably re-sign with the Jazz, but and get more money out of it. But if I had to choose another team for him, he could probably end up with the Celtics. There's a lot of reports that he's going to be ending up with the Celtics, or there's just a lot of reports out there that he's going to sign with the Celtics. But if there's another option, he could probably go to Houston and play alongside with Chris Paul and James Harden. So if that's my other option for Gordon Hayward. But if I had to choose, I think he would go to the Celtics in free agency. Blake Griffin, guys, he's an interesting player. I mean, half the time when he plays a season, he gets injured. So he's injured prone, in my opinion. But if I had to choose where his destination will be in free agency, I would really suggest him to re-sign with the Clippers. Okay, I don't really think he's going to be going anywhere else unless he wants to play for a playoff contention or a championship contention. But if I had to choose, I think he should join either the Thunder, play alongside Russell Westbrook. I guarantee you guys, they will probably end up in the playoffs again. But if I had to pick another team, I think the Cavaliers will be a better destination for Blake Griffin. That could be that one small piece that LeBron James needs to beat the Warriors, if Blake Griffin stays healthy. So there's another free agent, Kyle Lowry. He's a point guard. I think he should re-sign with the Toronto Raptors. I think because he's going to get more money out of it, and plus, I don't know, he just built himself as a leader in Toronto. So, but if I had to pick another team for him, I think the Spurs would be a perfect fit for him. He's a younger version of a Tony Parker, in my opinion. So, and plus, Tony Parker is not going to return to the NBA to play a season until January 2018. That's the reports that I read, that his injury is pretty bad. So if I had to predict his return, either he's going to return in November or January. So that depends on his rehab. But that could be Kyle Lowry's other destination. Now, as it concerns Paul Millsap, guys, Paul Millsap is an interesting player. I really like him as a player. He knows how to shoot. He knows how to defend. He knows how to pass the ball. I mean, the guy is a perfect forward for any team in the NBA. Guys, Paul Millsap, I really don't think he's going to re-sign with the Atlanta Hawks, okay? Because for the past maybe a year or two, he's been in rumor discussions. He's been on trade blocks, and you know, he just got tired of it. So I think he will be better fit somewhere else, in my own opinion. And I think his destination could possibly be the Denver Nuggets. Guys, the Denver Nuggets are building a huge young core over there, okay, with the Joker, Jokic at the center position, alongside Paul Millsap. You will see some great passing and great shooting ability from those two. I mean, they can be the sort of duo for the franchise, for the Denver Nuggets. Or if I had to pick another team, Toronto will be a great destination for Paul Millsap. They need a small forward and a power forward position as well. So I think those two teams will be a best fit for Paul Millsap, unless he goes to the Celtics, or Rockets. I mean, there's a lot of choices for Paul Millsap can go with, and I'll have no problem with. But and plus, there's a lot of players, guys. You know, the names that the teams that I'm naming for these certain players, maybe they will go somewhere else. I'm not so sure, but this is my own thoughts and my opinions about these certain teams that will be perfect for these type of players. But anyway, the next free agent on the list will be JJ Redick. Guys, JJ Redick is a good shooting guard for any team in the NBA. So he has a great shooting ability, and I think he'll work great with any team in the NBA. And personally, for me, I think he's going to re-sign with the Clippers. But if there's another choice for him to go, I think Cleveland, because they do need a shooting guard. I mean, I know they have J.R. Smith, but he's more of a sixth man player, and he works really well at the bench. So I think Cleveland will be a better destination for JJ Redick. But if somehow he re-signs with the Clippers, I'll have no problem with that. Now, as it concerns Serge Ibaka, I think he will possibly re-sign with the Toronto Raptors. But if there is another team on that list that could be a great addition to their team, I think he should go to Denver or Chicago. Those are the basic needs that they need at that position as it concerns a power forward. But I'm leaning more towards Chicago possibly signing him, or Toronto. Denver is a little bit far from that, because they do have big men on that roster. They have Kenneth Faried, and they have the Joker, and also if somehow they do land Paul Millsap, that's going to be a lot of big men on that team. I mean, they have a lot of young players who are at the power forward position, and plus they drafted some this year, some power forwards. So I don't think that's going to be a great destination for him, but that's also another option for him to go if they don't get Paul Millsap, the Denver Nuggets. But that's another list for the top free agents. Now, as it concerns Danilo Gallinari, Gallinari, I don't really think the Denver Nuggets are going to give him a max deal for Gallinari, because I know that they're going to go after an all-star. And Danilo Gallinari, he is a good player. He knows how to shoot. He averages about 19 to 20 points per game. But at the same time, I think the Denver Nuggets will probably move on from Danilo Gallinari. And if there's another option, I think Houston will be a great destination for him at the small forward position, working alongside Chris Paul and James Harden. And also there's Boston. They also need a small forward as well. So with alongside Isaiah Thomas, I think they will work pretty well together. Who else? I can't pronounce his name, guys. He's a shooting guard for the Pistons, and but you know, guys, I'm just going to name him KCP. If I'm right about his nickname, then I'm okay then. So it's going to be KCP. I think he's going to re-sign with the Detroit Pistons. But if there's another destination, I think the Los Angeles Lakers will be a perfect fit for him. Now, I know that Jordan Clarkson will probably be will be placed as a shooting guard, and possibly start. But if somehow it doesn't work out, then KCP will be a good shooting guard for as a starter for the Lakers. So I think Detroit and the Lakers will be a great destination for KCP. Now, as concerns Noel from Dallas, I think he should re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks. But if somehow he goes somewhere else, I think Toronto will be a good destination for him. They need a decent center over there. So, but there's a lot of I can't really think of any other team that will need a center, but I think Dallas will possibly re-sign Noah Noel. So I think that'll be a great destination for him. Now, as it concerns Pau Gasol, I think Pau Gasol will possibly re-sign with the Spurs, but I guarantee you he's not going to. And they're not really going to give him a decent contract for him to agree on. So if he has to go somewhere else, I think New York will possibly be a great destination for him. I think alongside Carmelo Anthony, if he stays, or possibly he won't get a buyout out of his contract in New York. But I think that'll be a great duo for those two. Sure, Pau Gasol is getting up there in age, but at the same time, he did average almost about, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think he averaged maybe 17 points per game, or 15, somewhere around there. But he was decent. He was a decent backup for LaMarcus Aldridge. So I think that'll be a great destination for him if he doesn't re-sign with the Spurs. But also, Vince Carter. Guys, I feel really bad for Vince Carter, to be honest with you guys. He's been moved to different teams since, I think since he got traded to, I think, the Magic. So, but if somehow he does go to a great team, I think Cleveland or Toronto will be a great destination for Vince Carter. So, and you know, he's getting up there in age. I know he's like 40 or 41 years old, but if he still wants to play, go ahead. I mean, he was a decent guard for the past, maybe, to be like that sort of veteran guard to play with these young players. But I think those two teams will be a great destination for him. If he wants to win a championship, then Cleveland will be a great destination for him. I don't really want to see him go to the Warriors, because it's like, you know, you're joining the bandwagon, and I don't want that really to happen for Vince Carter. But if it does happen, I really hate on him, guys. I just feel bad for the guy. He never won a championship. He's a great dunker and a great shooter in his day, and you know, he was like basically the top 5, top 10 guards during his time. So it's like, you know, if I see him go with the Warriors, I won't be mad at him, because it's like, you know, he just wants to get a ring and possibly retire. I think he's going to retire maybe next season. So you never know what's in the mindset of Vince Carter with that. But also Andre Iguodala, guys, he's been in the free agency rumors. So I think he will be a great destination. I don't really think he's going to re-sign with the Warriors, but there is that possibility that he will. So I think if there's another destination, I think he should return to Denver, sort of like redeem himself for his 1 year with the Denver Nuggets. And I think with him having the championship and being MVP and coming to Denver again, I think he will probably reborn the Denver Nuggets with possibly a playoff contention. But if Denver's not the choice, I think maybe the Lakers or Boston will be a great destination for Andre Iguodala. And also, guys, if Derrick Rose doesn't re-sign with the New York Knicks, then I think he will possibly be looking for a destination, possibly joining the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, with his former coach over there, I think he will work really well at alongside his coach being there, and plus Jimmy Butler is going to be there, so I think that'll be a great destination for Derrick Rose. Or unless if the Lakers do need a point guard, then I think that Derrick Rose can be that sort of destination for the Lakers as well. But I don't really think this is going to happen. I just want to throw it out there for those of you who are Derrick Rose fan and want him to be a Laker. Then I don't know. I just want to throw that out there. But I really think Minnesota will be a great destination for Derrick Rose. Now, Tyreke Evans, guys, this guy is an interesting player. Okay, at one point he was like a great rookie of the year. I mean, he was like a decent combo player. He knows how to be a shooting guard and knows how to be a small forward. So if I had to choose a destination for him, I think he would have to re-sign with the Kings. But if I had to choose a different team for him, Indiana will be a great destination for Tyreke Evans. So that's my top free agents destination, guys, for the free agency, which is going to start tomorrow. So if somehow you guys agree with me with my decision making and my destination for these top free agents, please let me know in the comment section below, guys, and like this video if you enjoyed my video. And if you guys disagreed with me, please just comment down below and just give me your thoughts about these certain free agents destination that you think will go in the free agency. Please let me know in the comment section below. And as concerns the Lakers, guys, I don't really think they should like spend a lot in the 2017 free agency, guys. They're gonna save all that money for the better free agents that's gonna be coming in 2018. Paul George, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook. So it could be that sort of caveat that they need next season. But if they want to get some free agents, guys, they just need to focus more on the backups. They really need to improve with the backup position, okay? They already got a starting lineup and what they're going to work with. But, you know, players like J.J. Redick, KCP, possibly a C.J. Miles out of Indiana. And if they want to go out there, they could possibly bring in Andre Iguodala or a Kyle Corbin, you know. One of those certain players. I mean, they don't need to spend so much in this free agency. They need to in 2018, but they really should not focus more on this free agency, okay? They can get some players here and there, but as sort of like a backup position for our starting lineups. And you know, like certain players, possibly a Aaron Afralo, but I know he's not that great of a player, but you know, he could be that sort of backup for possibly a Jordan Clarkson or a Alonzo Ball. So it's like those certain players. They don't need to spend too much, but it's like you need to get somebody to be a backup or possibly start as a shooting guard position for the Lakers. So let me know in the comment section below, guys. I really appreciate the love and support you guys have been giving me on this channel, and I want to know your thoughts and your opinions about the free agency that's about to start tomorrow. Like, subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.